The bad guys just keep getting bigger, don't they? It's like a trend. Developers seem to think the best way to make their game stand out in this increasingly crowded industry is to put you in front of increasingly massive bosses. Well, not this time. These are viruses. Nano Assault is a game that has flown under the radar on the Nintendo 3DS. That's partly because it's a no-name release from a third-party publisher, and partly because the radar can't pick up microorganisms. But if you're a 3DS owner who's done the whole Super Star Fox 3D Land Ocarina of Kid Icarus thing, and you're looking for something fresh, get out your microscope. Nano Assault is the real deal. Nano Assault released to the 3DS during a crowded 2011 holiday season. Another reason it might have gone largely unnoticed. The game comes from the same developer that did the Nanostray games on the Nintendo DS, and I guess in a sense, this is an addition to that series. The Nanostray virus is threatening mankind, and our plan is ridiculous. Shrink a spaceship and send it after that microscopic vermin. Of course, the original two Nanostray games are top-down vertical shooters. Nano Assault is not. In fact, it's actually a bit more interesting than that. So combine Star Fox with Super Mario Galaxy, and you basically get Nano Assault. As strange as that sounds, it actually makes for some pretty brilliant gameplay. Obviously, each of the levels take place on a microscopic level, but some of them are actually set on the surface of singular cells. This is where the Mario Galaxy vibe becomes apparent. You move your ship across the surface, which is essentially the ground of what are basically planetoids. Now, this is a smart move for several reasons. One, it's an interesting influence for a shooter, and it makes the game feel unique. And two, it does the same thing for the 3DS that Galaxy did for the Wii. It frees up the hardware to do some pretty spectacular graphics. And if nothing else, Nano Assault looks spectacular. And that's even the case when you're scrolling. Speaking of the Star Fox influence, you have on-rails levels as well, very Star Fox in their design. Those break up the more contained planetoid levels and give the game a really nice sense of variety. Now, if there's a problem with Nano Assault, it's that it has a punishing difficulty. You'll be retrying levels several times before you finally get it right, but when the levels are this much fun, that's not all that bad. This is a gorgeous game with some really clever design, and if you're on the hunt for a new 3DS game, Nano Assault is right on target.